Today, we take you into the life of a man who faced emotional struggles as enormous as his size. Andre the Giant. Known as the eighth wonder of the world, this giant faced not only challenges in the wrestling ring but also immense battles in real life. His complex relationship with his daughter and the deep pains he carried for years reveal the unseen sides of Andre's story. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. Born as Andre René Roussimoff in France in 1946, Andre's story began in an ordinary way, but a rare hormonal disorder called acromegaly drastically altered his life. This condition caused his body to grow uncontrollably, making him a towering figure at 7 feet 4 inches tall and weighing 520 pounds. When he entered the professional wrestling world, it wasn't just his size that mesmerized the globe, but also his strength. Andre the Giant wasn't just known for his size, he was a phenomenon in the wrestling world due to his unique abilities. His wrestling career, which started in the 1960s and spanned into the late 1980s, was a legendary journey. His physical attributes set him apart from other wrestlers, giving him significant advantages in the early years of his career. However, Andre gained a massive fan base not only because of his size, but also due to his charisma and professionalism against opponents. During this time, his performance in the ring earned him a place in the hearts of wrestling fans, and he became one of the most prominent faces in major organizations like WWE. At the peak of his career, Andre faced off against big names of the era, including Hulk Hogan. The 1987 match at WrestleMania 3 remains one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history. During the match, Hogan body-slammed Andre, creating one of the most legendary moments in WWE history. Yet, Andre's career was not just defined by these grand moments. He also participated in wrestling matches all over the world, becoming a global sensation. From America to Japan, he wrestled in numerous countries, building a huge fan base everywhere he went. Andre's humble demeanor outside the ring further solidified his place in the wrestling world. Andre the Giant's greatness wasn't limited to his physical stature, but also manifested in the personal struggles he faced. His acromegaly condition was a severe health issue that deeply affected both his physical well-being and daily life. This condition caused uncontrolled growth in his body, severely limiting his mobility, especially as he aged. While he showcased immense strength in the ring, behind the scenes, his battle with this illness went largely unnoticed. In his later years, even walking became a challenge for Andre, and this created significant hardships in both his professional and personal life. The advancing stages of his illness also took a serious toll on his performance in the ring. Despite his physical pain, Andre never gave up. Even in the final stages of his career, he continued to appear strong in the ring. However, the emotional struggles he faced behind the scenes were as tough as the physical ones. His colossal size made it nearly impossible for him to live a normal social life. Andre was forced to live an isolated existence, often grappling with feelings of loneliness. This loneliness added to his psychological challenges, leaving him with a sense of emptiness. Yet, despite all these difficulties, Andre's impact on the wrestling world never diminished, and fans were always eager to discover the real story behind the giant. One of Andre's greatest personal challenges was his role as a father. The demands of his wrestling career and his health issues made it nearly impossible for him to spend adequate time with his daughter, Robin Christensen. Constantly on tour and physically limited, Andre couldn't be the father figure Robin needed in her life. This created a deep sense of regret in Andre. Though he deeply loved his daughter, he carried the pain of not spending enough time with her throughout his life. Robin, in later interviews, openly discussed how the emotional distance between them affected both of them deeply. She expressed that, growing up, she only saw her father a few times, leaving a significant void in her life. Balancing fatherhood with his massive career was a constant struggle for Andre. His success in the wrestling world was his greatest pride, but it came at the cost of significant sacrifices in his personal life. Throughout his career, this giant of a man, who proved his strength to the world, had to carry the emotional burden of not being enough for his daughter. As a result, Andre's experience as a father was one of the most painful aspects of his life, despite his career success. Years later, the love and respect Robin had for her father became one of Andre's most enduring legacies. In the final years of his life, Andre became increasingly isolated. He sought peace in the small French village where he spent his childhood. However, his health issues continued to take a toll on him. In 1993, at the age of 46, Andre passed away from a heart attack in Paris. His death shocked the world, but Andre left behind not only the legacy of his enormous strength, but also deep emotional scars and unfulfilled aspects of his life. Though Robin always remembered her father with love, she carried the pain of not being able to spend more time with him. In a later interview, Robin shared that her father was always a legend in her eyes, and her love for him never diminished. Andre's death was devastating for Robin, but she continued to work on preserving his legacy. By participating in projects such as the HBO documentary about her father, Robin shared Andre's real story with the world. Andre the Giant remains an iconic figure in the wrestling world. His unmatched strength, as well as his physical and emotional struggles, continue to be admired by wrestling fans to this day. Andre was not just an athlete, but a symbol of how a person can fight through enormous challenges. His place in the WWE Hall of Fame proves that his legacy will live on forever. Andre's giant legacy continues to grow, not only in physical terms, but also through the impact he left behind. The pain, achievements, and deep emotions that this giant left us all serve as a reminder of what it means to be human. As Robin, his daughter, once said, Andre will always remain not just a father but a legend. So, what do you think about this story? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video. See you in the next one.